Hi, my name is Cathryn Jakobson Ramin, and I am the author of a new book called Crooked, Outwitting the Back Pain Industry and Getting on the Road to Recovery. If you take a look around, you're going to find that an awful lot of people are suffering from back pain. In the theater, in the office, on the set, in your family, in the line to pick up your kid at school, there they are, and they're in pain. If you're one of them, then you're very familiar with the expression, back pain won't kill you, but it can certainly make you wish you were dead. As you might expect, a lot of people ask me why I would devote 6 or 7 years of my life to writing a book about the back pain industry. And I have to tell you that although I've been an investigative reporter for 4 decades, this one really came out of personal experience. I've been dealing with back pain and sciatica on and off for a very long time, and it was getting in the way, and I was absolutely certain that I needed to do something serious about it. When it got time to get serious, I figured, I could do it. As an investigative reporter, I could definitely get this under control. And so I started looking around. But then I discovered something that was very alarming. I realized that of all the options that were being offered, and there seemed to be a countless number of them, there's very little good evidence for any of them, and a great opportunity to do harm. Over time, I came to recognize that there was a tremendous amount of collusion and fraud in the back pain industry. Organizations and agencies were in bed together. The FDA, hospitals, device manufacturers, physicians, you name it, all working together. And I found that shocking and appalling and very, very dangerous. And I wanted to do something so that patients would have a better idea of what was being offered to them. The hordes of people in the US who were suffering from back pain, and that's about 77 million of us at any given time, were at the mercy of a virtually unregulated industry that was worth $100 billion a year. And that is more than we spend on cancer, coronary artery disease, and AIDS combined. Crooked is the story of my investigation into the back pain industry, but it also goes well beyond, into the realms where solutions actually do exist. I wrote this book because I wanted to put an end to the confusion, hopelessness, and frustration that plague most back pain sufferers. My goal with Crooked is to set the back pain industry's offerings in their proper context so patients know what works, sometimes what works rarely, and what can cause harm, so that they can make better decisions. In the first half of the book, that's part 1, which I call Problems, I address the shortcomings of what we know as conventional spine medicine. That would be MRI, spinal injections, physical therapy, chiropractic, surgery in all its forms, including minimally invasive surgery, and pharmaceutical pain management. But then I move on to part 2, which is where things get really interesting. In the second half, called Solutions, I take you with me as I investigate approaches to exercise and cognitive behavioral therapy that have really worked brilliantly for a lot of people. You may be surprised to learn that these approaches to rehabilitation are the only ones, according to peer-reviewed medical journals, for which there is any solid evidence of effectiveness. It's vitally important to recognize that successful rehabilitation is never easy. It requires sweat, persistence, and often a lifetime of hard work. It's not something that someone's going to be able to do for you. You will have to be an active participant in your own recovery. Back pain can be among the most incapacitating of ailments. It can make you feel as if all the good things in life are beyond your reach. But it doesn't have to be that way. What you'll learn from this book can change that. It already has for some people who sought me out while I was still writing crooked, including a young mother who is now able once again to take care of her toddler after some desperate times, and a 76-year-old physician who chose rehabilitation over surgery, and I am happy to say was last seen hitting crisp volleys on the tennis court.
It's rolling.
Okay. So you can see that I've been joined here by my little friend Dash. He's been instrumental. I have to say, I don't think I could have written this book without Dash, because he insisted every 2 to 3 hours that I get up out of my desk chair and go for a walk. So we do owe something to him here. After I spend time with you and your viewers, you're going to have a much better idea of how to avoid these pitfalls, how to stay out of what can feel like a sinkhole of hype. Thank you for listening, and I hope you'll consider inviting me to share what I've learned with your audience.